My God, what another busy week, huh?
Another busy week.
We are in a time of changing, a time of preparations, but hey, welcome to a new episode of Art Life with John and Bogdan.
You know, there's an ancient Chinese curse, I believe, that says, "May you live in interesting times." I think we are living in interesting times, and I think it's exciting, not a curse.
Is that the year of tiger? This is what I hear,
I have not seen
which means loads of money coming in.
Hey,
The year of tiger coming in.
I've been waiting for this year. Listen, if you like what you see today, please consider giving us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and hit that notification bell, and it'll let you know when we put out new content. But you know what? Let's get into it. We had a good week, and I want to share it with you. Hi, I'm John, and this is Bogdan. Join us on our journey as we figure out how to earn a living as artists, introduce you to those we meet, and share what we learn along the way.
Guys, I'm in the studio now and I'm trying to reframe one of those sculptural pieces I have. It wasn't corrected frame and it didn't show the whole beauty of it. Actually, a frame was too narrow around the actual artwork and you can't really focus. So I debated how to do this piece. So I'm going to mount it on a gather board, and that's kind of a very tough foam board, very resistant, but I'm going to cover it in black suede mat. So I'm gonna stick this mat on top of the gather board, and it should give me that velvet-like texture around the artwork. And I made the canvas, the actual base, a little larger, so you can focus on the actual work. And to make it even more dramatic, I decided to go with a golden frame this time, just because the artwork has a lot of gold on the edges, and on that roughness you can pick up some sparkling from the gold leaf, from the gold acrylic, and it really is beautiful. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna take you with me on this journey to put this artwork together. Good morning, everybody. We are heading to the studio. It's the third Saturday of the month, and we are ready to make some big sales today again.
Yeah, we've done quite well the last few times we've been open. At least you have.
Now, John and I this morning were doing some brainstorming about a new project. The artists at Door 4 are kind of planning to put together. We talked probably this before, right?
Right. It's a group that basically we were thinking, you know, we're doing these exhibitions in our own studio every month, and we were thinking that if we got the area studios that are right around us, that and we could all do things collaboratively, that, you know, I could invite my collectors, they could invite their collectors, and we could have more of an experience than we're having now. And I think that would be great. The thing is that we're all very different, and which is good for the collectors, because they get to see a wide variety of art. But it means that we have to have some sort of official organization, and that's difficult when you're getting people together, you know, figuring that out. So that's kind of where we are right now.
But even the planning planning of these events are quite tricky. Are we doing it monthly? Is that a by month event?
I think they were talking about quarterly.
Quarterly. It's even better because I was about to say we have this monthly exhibition from now on in Studio 108, and then I got in the next few months I'm going to be busy with a lot of exhibitions around. As a matter of fact, both of us were accepted on the other art fair in Dallas. That it's an art fest. Yes,
it's an art fair.
Art fair, and I was selected prior, right before COVID started, and the festival has been postponed so many times, and then I said I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna wait. So I reapplied recently, and I was reselected, and that's a big deal. Even if we don't sell on that particular event, I think it's a great exposure for us.
Right, to a group of people that we don't normally see.
Exactly.
Because they're in Dallas, and as it turns out, we do have some collectors who've come from Dallas to Houston, and so to be able to contact them and let them know that we're going to be in Dallas might mean that they will bring their friends and introduce us to a whole new group of people.
There is a fee we have to pay. There is a percentage of the sale we have to give if we sell anything, but it's all worth at the end of the day. It's almost like Mexico City or Guadalajara. When would I have had the chance to organize by myself an exhibition? And I'll have a 16-foot space.
Wall, space.
And so I guess you're the same.
Yeah, I have 16 as well.
And it's quite a large space, and yeah, I think it's a great news. But I jumped from another to a subject to another. So yeah, we were talking about these exhibition opportunities of the artists of Door 4 in Silver Steel Studios, and I think it's gonna be great. And the only issue that somebody has to take the leadership and really organize it.
And the thing is that the way to do that is to create some sort of legal entity. I talked to an attorney online, and he suggested that we go ahead and do the full-on 501c3 nonprofit. And that takes some work. I'm happy to do that work. But, you need to make sure that everybody's invested to the same degree. Because if it doesn't work out, then you have to undo the 501c3 legally. So I'm thinking, we just need to... I wish we could practice a bit and figure out whether or not people are that committed to the idea.
But saying that, we are going now to have a great third Saturday. I'm jumping on the highway, so I better focus on driving from now on.
We'll see you later.
Bye, guys. So here is Valentina and Gretchen cannot move this box without her dying. Now, as you probably know, we are having an exhibition here at Silver Sea Studios, 10 Ants, organized as an art gallery, and I talked about this before. But the signature of the show actually is that the whole exhibition is going to be constructed on the crates. So that's the look of it. You get creative and put your artwork hang on crates. You can destroy the crate and make it a piece of art. Everybody with his skills. And now is the moving day, so I'm going to grab my crate and install it in the gallery to be ornated for the exhibition.
Well, guys, I know that when Mom and Dad died, obviously I was terribly sad, and I've reached a new layer of sadness. We spoke to the real estate agents last week, and they told us we need to start cleaning out the house, and I have finally kind of had what I consider to be my perfect studio space, and I'm now having to tear it down. There's another layer, though. It's not just that I don't know where I'm going to do my painting for the short term, but there's also, it's Mom and Dad's house, and the reality that we're going to get rid of it is now kind of settling in, and not knowing that we're going to a better place. So yeah, it's been a little bit sad, but it's work that needs to be done, and it's really not that much work. I mean, we haven't been here that long, and what the changes we made were certainly not permanent. But it's just kind of a sad day when you take down unfinished work and you kind of deconstruct your ideal workspace. Yeah, I've had happier days, I can tell you. But it has to be done. It's exciting times. We need to get the house cleaned up so that we can get it on the market and hopefully sold soon. And that will give us some cash to figure out, what to do next and where we go and kind of relaunch our empire. But having said that, I'm going to get back to work.
Yola, I'm about to create some new sculptural pieces, and I planned this for quite a few times. I printed the images, and now I'm gonna rip off every architectural element, and then I'm gonna play with it and see where they're gonna take me. When I do this kind of architectural, sculptural, mixed media, 3D pieces, I don't have a very, very clear vision of it, because sometimes it doesn't translate very well, and things have to change on the way. And but what I know, it's going to be green this time, some shades of green. So let's start the project. New day, new layers of this new piece of sculptural photography, mixed media, whatever you want to call it, collage. What I've done so far, I apply several layers of colors of acrylic on paper, so I had to leave it to dry overnight, and then I apply some paste right before I left the studio last night, and this morning I had to dry mount the artwork because it's on paper, and from now on it has to be very stable, and it has to have a very hard surface to sit on. And this is the right time to do it, because if you still build up the elements on top, there's going to be very hard to press to press it and to make it stick on any platform. So let me show you what I've done. So this is what I've done so far. I applied the blues, and then this is the cracking paste that will be covered in a lighter shade of blues, so that will create some mystic sort of mysterious, not mystic, sort of image, and this will let the viewers imagine whatever they want, what was there and why is that. And again, I did some gold shades. They would be a little smoothened up with another shades of blue. So far looks fabulous. I'm very pleased with the results, and we'll continue from here step by step. I have to wait a lot of time for all these acrylics to dry so that it won't ruin the canvas. It's again works on paper, and it's very difficult to create a layered artwork, because it's warping and because you don't want to destroy it. So saying that, today I'm gonna wait for this to dry for a while, and then I apply new layers, and probably I'm going to start on the photography, the 3D elements that will be attached on, playing with the edges, so they will have some structural elements as well, built with acrylic around edges. So you probably have seen this already. It's a mess in here, and yeah, it looks very good. And I have the columns over here. There will be left and right. It'll be very good. So yeah, this is pretty much is going to be the image so far. But again, a lot of colors and a lot of shades needs to be added, and then mount the dimensional elements. And guess what? There'll be a frame involved, and they'll be ready for a new collector. So hopefully I'm gonna have this ready for the 10 Ants exhibition that happens in February 10 here at Silver Street Studios, an exhibition organized by Serrano Gallery.
Hey guys, I wanted to talk a little more about our theme this month, which is goals and objectives. And it's so important that we have those big, overarching, important goals that give meaning and direction to our art businesses. But they mean nothing if you don't have some really measurable and attainable objectives to make those goals a reality. I wanted to talk specifically about artists in particular who we tend to shy away from doing the business parts. We have this kind of naive, romantic notion that, man, if I could just go off and paint and people would leave me alone, I'd be much more successful as an artist. And I just don't believe that's true. I really don't. I mean, there may be some exceptions. There may be people who get discovered, actors who get picked up in restaurants and become famous, artists who get discovered and become a sensation. But for most of us, that's just not going to happen, and it's really not a very good plan. Anyway, it's like playing the lottery, right? It doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, but you don't plan your life around it. So, in particular, I wanted to talk about this notion that artists have, that somehow we need to keep explaining that we would rather be painting. I mean, everybody knows that, right? This is not significant. When I worked as a librarian, and I loved my job as a librarian, I would rather have stayed home and watched Netflix with the cat. I would rather have gone on vacation. I didn't need to tell everybody from a day-to-day basis, how's it going? Oh, I'm working really hard, but I'd much rather be on vacation sipping a fruity cocktail served to me by a cabana boy named Raul. Everybody knows that. We don't have to keep saying it. So just kind of a reminder that as we get involved in building our art businesses, we have to be truly serious. We have to do the hard work. We have to be able to measure our successes and move forward year by year, grunting forward into this entrepreneurial freelance career that we've chosen. So I just wanted to throw that out there, and no offense to Raul, but everybody knows we would rather be on vacation.
From the elevator.
It's plenty big, huh?
So what?
So
we're moving to Houston?
We are trying to plan ahead. We need to probably sell mom and dad's house and then eventually our own house. So we need to have a place to start moving junk to so that we can be ready. We also need a place to store art that's close to the studios, so that when we have open days and we have clients, that all my artwork isn't stuck in Huntsville when I'm in Houston. So yeah, it's plenty big, and I think it'll be a good addition. Well, that's it. We had a great week. I hope you're having a good week too. We've got a lot of things coming up this next time, so stay tuned because we're going to have a lot to share with you next week as well as we really crank out these new exhibitions, these parties.
And that's a lot.
And a big move in our future. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.